You're watching the MWHS Wildcat News, the official news source of Millard West, with Cole Filer and Madeline Augustine.
On this week's edition, we'll cover
QT Holiday Child,
an in-depth look on incoming Wildcat Sam Burton and the Heart Heroes program,
a feature on junior Una Nebezniak,
legendary Wolf Games.
Welcome back to the MWHS Wildcat News. I'm Cole Filer.
And I'm Madeline Augustine.
Every year, Millard West, with the help of Student Council, participates in Salvation Army's Angel Tree program, better known as Holiday Child.
QTs raise enough money to purchase a gift for an anonymous child ages 0 to 18. Tenley Wright and Noah Walls give you more details.
Every year, Millard West students come together and donate toys to help give less fortunate families the Christmas they deserve.
I think it's just a good opportunity for them to get out and do something for the community. I think it's good because it forces us to take a step back and realize how fortunate we are and how much we're blessed with and how we can use those blessings to help other people, especially during this time of the year.
I think it's got an impact because it really shows that there are kids out there who don't really have the means we do, so it was cool for them to experience like to kind of give back and give kids who don't have toys for the holiday season.
Each participating quality time received a list of toy ideas. They then brought together enough money to go out and purchase these toys.
I like to see kids be involved outside of the Millard West walls. I like them to know that there is a need in the community and also that there is something small that each person can do for the greater good.
Student Council was in charge of getting the word out and organizing the project.
So our main job was to collect the toys. We stood by the band doors yesterday for QT, and we just kind of collected all the toys, and it was great to see the variety of toys from small toys to large toys. It was cool.
Well, I think it gives them a chance to be involved in the community. I think it gives kids a chance to see that others might have a difficult time at Christmas, and this is just a way to help out. So it gets them out and involved in the community.
This has been Noah Walls and Tenley Wright with the MWHS Wildcat News.
Future Wildcat Sam Burton has had multiple open heart surgeries. His rare heart condition and bravery in battling it sparked the founding of the incorporation Heart Heroes. Matt Pleiss and Dallas Beanham give you the story.
I'm Sam Burton. I'm a hypoplastic right heart.
Sam Burton, a future Wildcat, has been through so much more than the average sixth grader. He has had 3 open heart surgeries through his 11 years of life, but still lives life to the fullest.
We just found out that he was going to be born with a very severe heart condition. Half a heart is what they call it, hypoplastic right heart. And we were told that he was going to need a series of 3 surgeries throughout the first 5 years of his life.
My initial thoughts on the surgery, that it was going to be pretty major, because when you hear heart surgery, it's usually a pretty major surgery. I was pretty young, so I don't really remember much, and I knew Sam was going to have to go through a lot, and the recovery was going to be pretty tough.
Due to Sam Burton's heart surgeries, his mom, Kitty Burton, has taken it upon herself to spread awareness of this rare heart condition. She has started an incorporation called Heart Heroes.
Well, Heart Heroes was founded in December of 2009 with just the simple concept of a superhero cape to provide kids that are faced with congenital heart defects superhero powers to get through the many surgeries and give them encouragement and help them feel resilient throughout all their appointments.
Heart Heroes has made a huge impact by spreading awareness of the disease and giving kids hope. Every year, Heart Heroes puts together a Christmas banquet where all of the kids with this disease come in unity.
Well, I think it has a big impact on our community and communities across the nation. There's just not enough support. And so by going into these communities and doing the Superhero Heart Run, which is a national platform for CHD awareness, we're in 8 cities nationally and also in Mexico. And just providing these families an opportunity to come together and support each other and educate each other and basically provide that support that these families are lacking.
Although Sam Burton has been through a lot of obstacles throughout his childhood, he still lives life to the fullest.
He's had 3 open heart surgeries, and due to that, he can't play contact sports. So he's been playing like basketball and flag football and baseball. And by looking at him out on the field, you would never know that he's had 3 open heart surgeries. He continues to live life every day just like a normal kid.
This has been Matt Pleiss and Dallas Beenham with the MWHS Wildcat News.
Junior Una Nebesniak runs her own business called Phantom Fibers, where she sells all of her own handmade goods. Gabe Paredes and Annalise Smalley jump right into the story.
Walking into this classroom, you'd be surprised to see a student not sleeping, not texting on her phone, but knitting. Her name is Una Nebesniak. She owns a business called Phantom Fibers, where she sells her own handmade goods like hats, gloves, scarves, and plushes.
I've been knitting and like crocheting since I was like 7 or 8, so I've been like, it's for almost 10 years, and people have always asked me to make them things, and it's always really fun to make things for other people and see like how happy they get, so then I sort of just made it into a business so I could share that with more people. At Comic-Con I have a booth, so Omaha Comic-Con is in June and July, around there, and I just have a booth where I sell things and people can come around, so there's a variety of different vendors and artists at the con, so I'm just one of those.
When it comes to knitting in class, bringing her day-to-day duties of her business seem to have no negative effect on her ability to pay attention. If anything, it helps.
I've definitely been knitting in class since freshman year, especially in like language and like math classes, because it definitely helps me focus more. So like if I'm not taking notes, I'll be knitting under the desk without looking, so that way I can like do something with my hands.
I think one of the things that Una does the best, obviously, is multitasking. I think it's amazing because she's actually probably counting at the same time as she's knitting the stitches. She's counting, but also following along with absolutely everything that we're doing, able to ask questions, able to answer questions.
Una also extends her artistic talents to makeup. Although she does some makeup work for commission, she has shown her skills in a variety of Millard West drama productions, as she has done the makeup of some of the actors as well as going through a complete makeover to become Jack Sparrow for the latest orchestra concert.
So my friends and I are having a nail art competition in like Halloween in like 7th grade, and I decided to make it look like my nail had like come off and like was stitched back together. And then from there I got into more like SFX stuff, like zombie makeup especially, like I had a thing for that. And then I started doing it on other people, and then I just started doing makeup for hire during Halloween. So like a few weekends ago I was doing clown makeup and that kind of stuff. I've been cosplaying Jack for like 2.5 years, and it's just like I've always loved the Pirates of the Caribbean movies as a kid. So I spent it took me a few months to get that makeup down, and it takes about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to like redo all of my facial structure, like my nose, and doing like fake facial hair and everything. And then when we were doing, the freshmen were playing Pirates of the Caribbean at the concert, I asked Mr. Zaleski if we could like do something with that, and he was like all for it, and then that kind of evolved into the unplanned disruption sort of thing that we had at the concert.
As she has other interests in math and science, Una may not plan a future career involving knitting and makeup, but it is something that she hopes will always be with her. This has been Gabe Paredes and Annalise Smalley with the MWHS Wildcat News.
Legendary Wolf Games, a new gaming play space, opened up at Oakview Mall earlier this year. Dev Mehta and Cody Bennett give you the play-by-play.
On December 1st, 2017, a new store in Oakview Mall opened after months of construction and planning, allowing all types of esports and card players to come in and game together. Just located by Claire's and Lids, Legendary Wolf Games allows many to come in and enjoy their favorite card games or play video games with friends.
Mainly it's our actual players, so like what we call our casuals, or people who know that we exist, and then they bring their friends and they come here to casually play, or they do the tournaments, you know, and then, you know, sometimes you get the random people who are in the mall and you're like, a game store in the mall? We're like, yes.
As well as card games, Legendary Wolf Games also allows you to sit and watch anime for $5 for 2 hours with their premium Crunchyroll account, as well as bring your own console for $5 for 2 hours, and you are also allowed to set up your own gaming tournaments, card or console, with the manager's approval. Players can also come in to purchase rare and valuable playing cards that can also be used in-game, but for actual money to get you a leg up on the competition.
So like for all of the TCGs, the trading card games and the collectible card games, the CCGs, we have not only the boosters, the starters, and the packs, but we also sell singles. So those were just the singles cases. Okay. So we pop up in packs, and like the more rare cards or popular cards, we put in singles so that way people don't always have to dig through boxes and packs and stuff.
Due to the success of the new store, events eventually overlapped each other, allowing for another store to be opened called Alpha Wolf Games. Opening this Friday across the hall, next to Zoomies and Brow Beauty, esports and card games will now be segregated into 2 different stores.
So currently we host Super Smash Brothers, the Wii U version, Melee, Pokken. We have those on a weekly basis, and then we're going to be getting a set schedule down, so we'll be adding games like Fortnite. People want to Hearthstone stuff there. Dota is something people have talked to me about, but I don't know much about it.
But on the contrary to Legendary Wolf Games, owners may provide additional consoles for tournaments that were scheduled in advance.
We're looking at providing some consoles, but up front, most of our patrons bring their own, understanding that, you know, costs are pretty high on a lot of that stuff, and given the nature of video gaming, console life is like 5-6 years.
This has been Cody Bennett and Dev Mehta with the MWHS Wildcat News.
The Wildcat Crazies have been preparing for their epic rock, paper, scissors battle against Westside's Red Shield. Here's an inside look at what they've been cooking up.
Come on! Rock! Paper! Scissors! Yeah! Rock! Paper! Scissors!
That's it for this week, Wildcats. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at MWHS Catalyst.
And for more stories, check out our website at MWHSCatalyst.com.
Be on the lookout for issue 2 of The Catalyst hitting newsstands next week.
See you next time, Wildcats.